The Celestial Surge event is over. Hey guys, it's Sean Bob back with a new episode in our free-to-play series. The Celestial event ended yesterday, which I'm a bit sad about because I only got to level 223 over the event, but I'm also glad because now I can ease a bit with my Maplestory gaming and balance it with my life. I had a few days where I played up to 8 hours every day because I wanted to train my Kana. I'm also a bit behind on my progress videos, so I'm expecting to catch up with that as well. But that's enough as an intro, let's begin with the video. So today, I had another huge training and farming session. All these 4-hour training sessions were timed like that to grind through all of the 4-hour cash shop coupon, as it'll be a waste to not go for the full 4 hours. Also, today I had the 2x cash shop EXP coupon I bought from the reward point shop yesterday from last episode, so it was intense, but thankfully streaming it on Twitch made it bearable. Thanks to everyone who hopped on and chilled with me on Twitch while I was training. I trained to level 218 today over the 4 hours, which wasn't too bad. I'm probably not going to train or farm for a while after this event ends. The Celestial event had a 30% increased damage to monsters as a Celestial skill, and without that, I don't think I would be able to kill these monsters fast enough for it to be efficient for farming. So now I'm back to focusing on my gearing and damage until I can train faster. Spelltrace Fever is on this weekend, so hopefully I will get a better fan with this event, but stay tuned for that in the future episodes, or see it when I stream live on Twitch. Let's break down my gains today. I looted 110 mil over the 4 hours, so my rate was about 27 mil an hour. I also looted 28 nosestones, which is significantly less than what I farmed yesterday. I think that 45 nostone session that I farmed yesterday was actually a huge outlier. That was actually the most I've farmed ever, which is weird because my damage increased and my nosestones were leveled better as I had more farming sessions. I'll approximate my nosestones as 2.5 mil each for a total of 70 mil mesos. My saving grace was the eternal and powerful rebirth flames that I got from the elite bosses, which was tradable. So I sold them for 39 and 8 mil each, respectively. Subtracting the 60 mil cost of the 2x cash shop coupon, my total pure profit was 167 mil mesos over the 4 hours. This was already on top of gaining 3 levels during this whole session, which is not bad. As I have said countless times, as I get drop gear, my rates will only get better and better from now. And speaking of drop gear, a lot of you have commented about that in my previous video, and I have received questions about whether I'm going to make or buy my drop gear, and hopefully I will talk about that later in this video when I have some time to talk. Funnily enough, this has been on my mind for a while, and I even did some quick calculations to figure out exactly what I want to do. Today was a pretty big day in my progression. I epic potentialed half my equips and got 6% in on them. It was quite a huge boost to my damage. I think progression for damage in regular servers is pretty easy when you're just starting. First priority is getting regular potential scrolls and occult cubing 3% main stat for each equipment, then saving up for epic potential scrolls and occult cubing them to 6%, and finally occult cubing them to 9% main stat while they're still epic potential. That's the early game finished. After that, you work to craft master craftsman cubes and tier each of your equips to unique, one by one, and roll 9% main stat so that you don't lose any stat. Then 15% on each equip, and finally Meister cubing or red cubing or even black cubing them to legendary, and repeat. I'm just progressing exactly how the textbook goes. This is on top of already prioritizing 15% spell trace app slab or even arcane weapons, and this is what I'm going to be doing this weekend with the spell trace fever time. I talked about this a lot in my stream, but if your class is unpopular enough, you can go straight to arcane weapons, completely bypassing app slab weapons. There's what I like to call a direct relationship between gear price and class popularity. It's a simple idea. The more popular a class is, the more expensive the equips are. For example, Kanas are the most popular classes in GMS, and their arcane weapon is 4 bill in Bera at the moment. On the other hand, Hoyungs are currently one of the least popular classes here, and their arcane weapon is only 300 mil. Speaking of Hoyungs, they're currently the class I will try next in the next Terror Burning event, according to my straw poll, to see if this is the class for my free-to-play series. Make sure to vote if you guys haven't done so. My luck for epic potential scrolls was so good today. Is this what they call streamer's luck? or YouTuber's luck. You know what I mean. I bought 5 epic potential scrolls for 20 mil each in the auction house, and 1 from Ursus for a total of 6 epic potentials, and 5 of them passed. On my main, I've had like a 30% pass rate, so this felt amazing. So for the rest of this day, I'm just highlighting my occult cubing experience, and yikes, some of these equips were really stubborn and refused to give me 6% in. Oh wells. I'm probably going to be waiting until the next Marvel event to get the rest of my absolute set on this character. They're like 200 mil a piece right now in Bearer, but during Marvel they drop to 50 mil each, so it's definitely worth waiting if you can make that much of a saving. Alright, so after that, my range is 830k or 6800 int. Okay, today was horrible. I ended up getting distracted from training and playing League all day with my friends today. One of my friends was an ex-challenger in Season 6 and trying to climb back from bronze, so check his stream if you're interested. You'll see me duo with him from time to time and banter. Speaking of League, I'm a huge fan of watching competitive League of Legends and have been watching every single LCK or the Korean League since Season 3. Most of you may know already that Worlds is starting soon, so I might do a special few weeks of streaming, playing Maple while watching Worlds, so come along and chill if you want to watch it together. I guess a good thing about this lack of mapling today and tomorrow is that I can fill in this time by talking about my job gear situation I was alluding to earlier. I thought about whether I wanted to make or buy my drop gear, so hear me out with my decision. Drop gear is currently 2 bill each piece in Bearer at the moment, which is, with a 1 to 2500 mesos NX rate, about $45 a piece. That means it's only worth making your drop gear if you spend less than $45 a piece, of course. You can get about 40 red cubes with $45 or 10 black cubes and 20 red cubes. Unique accessories can cost up to 60 mil mesos, so I'm going to be ignoring that cost because I think it's negligible. I think during double miracle time, on average 10 black cubes is enough to tier a unique accessory to legendary. This is all just an assumption I'm making though, and some of you may disagree. And 20 red cubes should be more than enough to roll a % item drop line on average. So with this logic, I believe it could be marginally better to make drop gear than buy it from the auction house, provided that it takes 10 black cubes on average to tier it up to legendary. It's a gamble that I'm taking with this assumption, but let's be real, what about this game isn't a gamble? This whole game revolves around RNG and psychology, and since Nexon isn't giving us tiering rates for cubes, it's not something you can calculate perfectly. But I'm willing to take this gamble, and also as a viewer, isn't it more fun to watch me cube than just buy items straight out? What that means is that I'm going to start converting the mesos I get into maple points until the next double miracle time, and leave it all up to RNGesus. So yeah, that's what I'm planning. And yes, today I finally transferred my Burning World characters to Bearer, which means I finally have some Legion and Link skill mules. The process was a lot easier than I thought, and it really didn't take that long to transfer my characters. So yeah, here you will see me rank up my Legion and you know, fiddle around with the blocks. I'm sure a lot of you have already like done this in the past. There's also a person who made a Legion Solver, which I haven't really tried yet because I don't have enough Legion in the first place to really even care about that, but definitely it's worth looking at. I'll link it in the descriptions below. Oh yeah, and in the video description below, maybe comment what you think about my decision to make my drop gear myself instead of buying it. Do you think it'll be more entertaining from a viewer's point of view? Because that's what I'm assuming a lot of you might want to see more than just me buying it straight from the auction house, right? So yeah, just let me know with that. And oh my gosh, today I finally sold a new batch of legendary hero potions. Like, all the stuff I've sold right now for the legendary hero potion just makes up for the ingredients itself. Alright, so here I epic potentialed another equip and occult cubed it to 6% int. Spoiler, this took ages, holy crap. Thank you for the Miser Cube, Mr. Horntail. I'll put that to great use. Also, I was super stoked here because Horntail dropped a wealth acquisition potion, and that's going to help me a lot in my farming adventures later on. Alright, the moment of truth. Please tier this up to legendary. Oh. Alright, at least tier my emblem to unique, please. Guys, it's official, streamer's luck isn't a thing. Alright, so you guys can see my gains here. I'm sitting on 900k range now. So after this, I did more dailies and I did a tiny amount of grinding, probably like 30 minutes or so, just to get to level 220. And then I started my Lost Line pre-quest, only doing like half of it today. So I'll just put on some music and see you guys in the next day. You know what kind of day today was? A pre-quest kind of day. I was already planning on staying at Choo Choo until level 225 because I was convinced that I didn't have the damage to train efficiently at Lost Line, and boy was I right. But doing my Lost Line pre's first would reduce the amount of daily quests by 1 in Vanishing Journey and Choo Choo, and let me start leveling my Lost Line arcane symbol, so that's the reason why I did it. I'm only aiming to get 540 arcane force for this character, which is the maximum you need to farm efficiently at Arcana and CLP. After that, I'm never doing arcane symbol dailies on this Kana again. The first part of today was just doing my dailies, as you guys saw. Man, the storyline Lucid on this character was the hardest Lucid run I've ever done. It took me over 20 minutes to clear it, and at multiple points in this run, I thought I wouldn't even be able to clear it in time, but I pulled through. Despite doing normal Lucid runs for half a year last year, there were still a few mechanics I wasn't aware of, and it wasn't easy, even with my experience. Luckily, my boy Richard from my guild hopped on my stream and was helping me with the mechanics a bit. I'm not planning on taking this Kana to Lucid because it's not going to be my main in this series anyways, but hopefully I will get to Lucid on my main in this series later on, so stay tuned for that. After I get drop gear on this Kana, and even when I make a proper main, I'll probably keep doing daily bosses to farm cubes, so the adventure won't completely stop with this Kana. I did the Yum Yum Island pre-quest on this Kana and it was okay. It only took 1 hour in total. At the end, they gave me 20 arcane symbols, so I changed them to Lost Line symbols because I can only clear up to level 10 in Dream Defender. My Lost Line symbols are going to grow painfully slow. During the pre-quest, I found a couple of maps that I thought I could grind pretty well at, namely the hidden maps. I used battle analysis to compare my rates at Slurpy Forest Depths with the hidden Iliad field and found that the EXP is almost identical to Slurpy's, while Lost Line was half of this EXP because I just didn't have damage on this character. Dude, I got 2 Meister cubes from 1 rare treasure box from the elite boss because of the celestial event. Damn it. The rest of today was just me grinding at Slurpy Forest Depths and just trying to figure out my EXP that I get from battle analysis. Alright, that's the end of this video. This video was slightly longer than normal, so let me know in the comment section if that was preferred or whether I should just cut down on the length. Although if I cut it down even more, my progression will be uploaded so slowly on YouTube and I'll probably fall behind even more. A few of you have mentioned in my stream that it's okay if the length of my videos are a bit longer, so let me know what you guys think about that. Anyways, thank you all for watching and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks!